I expected Manchester United to react. Jose Mourinho's comments in the last couple of days were, we're going to go down there, we're playing against a very good team with a title-winning manager, but we will win. And they didn't win. And at times, West Ham, Declan Rice, fantastic young talent, and Mark Noble were playing with slippers and a smoking jacket on in the centre of midfield, which would have horrified Mourinho. But that story's going to run and run. If you want my opinion, I think that, God willing, if we're having this conversation this time next year, talking about football, that neither Jose Mourinho nor Paul Pogba will be at Manchester United.
I don't disagree with you. What's worried me about the Man United performance today? I've been a manager, and I would be very worried because I remember I watched this documentary, the Man City.
On Amazon, yes. All or Nothing.
Yes. And I forget which game it was, but Man City were losing, and the game had gone. And
this might have been against United. It was either Liverpool or United, yeah.
And I can't remember the actual game, Adam, but I remember Pep Guardiola walking in and saying to his team, the result's gone, but I want to see my team in the second half. Now, as a manager, the players represent you as a person on the field. So when there's no fight, there's no passion, apart from Ashley Young today for Manchester United, and then when Rashford came on, there was no fight. But if you're going to keep publicly lambasting your players, you're under pressure now, and then you're going to ask Luke Shaw and Pogba to go
Martial.
and put a shiv.
I mean, it's almost kind of like take a pick of the Manchester United squad list and who is he going to dig out today? It's just, you just don't do it, and there's reasons why you don't do it, and those reasons are quite simple. One, in a dressing room, you don't want people outside to know your strengths or your weaknesses. That's why you don't give out team shit, tactical information sometimes before a game, and you don't want to know how fragile or how strong your dressing room is or what you're going to do. But Jose Mourinho isn't looking at his own failings as a manager, the failure to catch up with modern progressive techniques, managers, way teams play. He looks at individual players. Now, I know that in that Manchester United dressing room, the number has probably got to 5, 6, maybe even 7 individuals that he's called out by name. So at least double that, because they have friends in the dressing room that say, he's been banged out of order today. Yeah. So all of a sudden you've got 14 or 15 out of a 30-man squad that think the manager is out of order. But what's the consequence of that? They down tools.
But Stan, you look at this now. You want a reaction, you want your team to win. So first thing you think, Jose Mourinho, I've got to get Pogba in a position where I know he's going to work the opposition. You set up with a system that you're not used to playing. You play a midfield player in a centre-back position. You play Fellaini on the right side of midfield, Pogba on the left-hand side of midfield. And then in his post-match interview, he says, well, I dropped Sanchez and played Martial because the fans have been saying that Sanchez has been poor. You don't come out and say that. You don't leave Sanchez out that you've paid all this money for and he's on a phenomenal package and say, this is the reason why I've left him out of the squad altogether. I thought he was injured. But he's blatantly come out and said it. Now, I'm looking and I'm thinking, as my chairman, he's lost the dressing room. So something's got to happen soon. Because what you can't do, and Chelsea have made this decision a lot of times, I don't agree with Abramovich all the time, but what he's always said is, I've paid all this money for the players, so I'm getting rid of the manager, not getting rid of the players.